Hi guys, update as to how things are going. I haven't posted in a month, actually, a month today. Things are doing quite good. My wrists are alright, my back's better now. My knee's getting there. Um, in my last video, my neck was giving us a bit jip. That stayed for a day or two, but I'll come to that in a bit. I also mentioned that my right knee was aching on a bit. That's sort of settled down. You'll also notice in the last video I was having some bother with my angina again. I ended up actually going into hospital on the Sunday night with a bad angina attack. And I was in hospital, although I did actually have my laptop and that with us. So I might have posted it, or made some comments, I can't remember. Now is when I've made them all. But I was actually in hospital from the Sunday night until Thursday morning. I was going to get discharged on the Wednesday morning, but I had an angina attack, and so they kept us in. Since then, my angina's been a lot better. Over the week after I came out of hospital, I had a little bit bother, but not too bad. The Sunday, so I'll go track back a bit. The Sunday night after my last video, about 7 o'clock, I was made myself a cup of tea, and I thought, oh, here we go again. Came through and got me spray, used it, and it seemed to work straight away. Finished making my cup of tea, sat down, and then I got the pain again, and I used the spray, and it didn't make any difference, and the pain got really bad, and I honestly thought I was having a heart attack. I honestly thought I was going to have a full-blown heart attack. It was really, my chest was really tight. The worst it's actually been since I had apart from when I've actually had a full-blown heart attack. Um, my wife phoned an ambulance. Well, the paramedics, they came out. They were a bit concerned that I was having a heart attack, so they rushed us straight into the emergency department, straight into what they call resus. Checked us over. I wasn't having a heart attack, but I was borderline to have a one. I was having a really, really severe angina attack. I'm not quite sure why it was so severe, because I wasn't doing anything strenuous. I was relaxing, but it was a really severe angina attack, and I was borderline for a heart attack. They used the spray, they give us aspirin, and they finally got it under control. I was in a lot of discomfort and was really wheezy. It affected my asthma, which is unusual, but apparently it can do. So I was on bed rest the Sunday night. Actually sedated us because I was really out of it. I was really tired by then. And the Monday I was a bit groggy after the sedation. Tuesday I felt a bit better, but the Monday I was in bed all day. They wouldn't let us get up. The Tuesday they got us up a little bit, sit in the chair, and had us walking on the ward, obviously. Um, the first nurse what got us up, when they took us in, because the support I had on, I wasn't actually sleeping in it, and she got us up, and when they saw us walking, she said, "What's wrong with you? Have you hurt? Is your leg hurting you?" And I says, "Yeah." And I explained I just had surgery. I hadn't realised I just had an operation on it. I'm not supposed to walk on it without the support. So they managed to. I said I'll be in my bedside. The God had put that on. And I had us walking a little bit on the Tuesday. I was quite canny. The Wednesday morning, they got us up and said, "How are you feeling?" I said, "Fine." They were, "Right, we'll let you get cleaned up." And I was getting shaved, washed, and I got the pain again. And the nurse came in and said, "You alright?" I said, "No." I said, "What, the angina again?" They using the spray. It settled it down, but they were a bit concerned because my blood pressure had went up, so they kept us in overnight again. I got out on the Thursday. The Thursday till the following Wednesday, I was a bit slight angina, but nothing too bad. And since then, actually, touch wood, actually, I haven't had any more. But I will have bother. I've got angina. There's nothing we can do about it. Just getting the medication sorted. I take aspirin, more aspirin now than I did, to try and thin the blood, keep it thin. Though hoping to reduce that back down to one a day, but at the moment I'm taking two a day. Um, but they've knocked some of my painkillers off, so because the aspirin works as a painkiller. My back's fine now, or as good as it gets, really. I've got a lighter support on my knee now. I'm walking a lot better. I've still got a limp, but it is better than it. Actually, I think it's better than it was prior to the operation. I don't need to use a stick all the time. I just use it if I'm walking a lot. I don't need anything on my wrist now. So I'll show you how I'm getting around. Sometimes I can get up and down out the chair without the stick, but I tend to use it because it helps it a little bit. So I'll show you as always first with the stick. I'm just getting my leg going when I get up. I can bend my knee quite well, so I'm not struggling with stairs as much as I was. Now I'll show you without the stick. Walking a lot better. I'll show you how I can, what I've got on my knee in case you didn't see. That, and I can actually bend my knee about as far as that. So it's actually quite good movement. It's getting there. I may have to wear a support on it all the time. I don't know yet. If I do, it's going to be a lightweight support. Probably lighter than this. Probably just a basic pull-on one. I have very little pain in my knee now. Sometimes on a morning when I get up, it's usually a bit stiffer on a morning, and it sometimes aches. If I'm like sometimes when I'm in the shop all day, if I've been on my feet a lot, it aches on the night time and sometimes it gets a bit stiff. But it's getting a lot better. It's not 100% by any means. It's not the operation now. It's not can't make it 100%. But if it keeps going like it is, and obviously I don't injure it again, that's the big question. Hope that I'll get a couple of years before I need to look at knee replacement. As far as my other knee, that comes and goes. Since that Sunday, as I said, it was aching a bit. It's been fine, you know. I think a couple of days in hospital probably did as good because I was resting it properly. So that's how things are going. Hope everyone out there is doing all right. Tomahawk, I hope your knee's still doing all right. You're managing your basketball. Would love to see one of your Call of Duty videos soon. Leon Foot Guy, I hope you are doing all right. I hope you're getting your cast off again. And if you've still got on, I hope it works for you. And anyone out there who's injured at the moment, don't just look at and see the fact that most of my videos are injury videos. They are, unfortunately, because I have had a lot of injuries. But there's a lot of other people that had similar sort of injuries and have gone on to continue playing sports. So good luck to everyone out there. Hope everyone's doing all right. I will post again shortly. Hopefully it's not quite so long.